Hey guys, it's Cody and welcome back to a new Draw for Fun video. Okay, so if you guys will kind of know what I'm drawing, this is Chocobo from, well, you know, like the Final Fantasy series, except kind of like it's cartoon looking appearance, maybe? I don't know how to explain this one. It's like literally they gave a game for Chocobo, if you think about it. Like, because, you know, literally a Chocobo in the original Final Fantasy, it's mainly a riding creature, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, before I even talk about any, like, things for this guy, when it comes to the name Chocobo, what brings into my head is chocolate. That's all. It like when I was little, the first time I ever seen Chocobo, I always think of it as chocolate. Right, you know what I mean by that? I don't know how to explain it. I mean, if I were to think about it, there was well, I think it's still there, but there is a chocolate brand called Chocobo. And I think the main character, I mean, well, the mascot is supposed to be a bird in a shape of a peanut because it's like it serves like chocolate with like peanuts inside, you know, if you know what I mean. Oops. Ooh, I don't want to mess up on the. Oh, I think I messed up on the eye. Oh well, dang it. Anyway, yeah, and then I think they made an anime version for this character. I think it's called Kyoro-chan. I think it's called Kyoro-chan. I think I've seen that anime a long time ago, when I was, if I were to remember. But anyway, so if you think about, Chocobo, this guy is literally this game's Yoshi. If you know what I mean by that? Like, this guy is literally this game's Yoshi, despite that he doesn't, I mean, yeah, a Chocobo does lay eggs, but it's like, it's not like it's gonna use an egg as a weapon or anything, unlike Yoshi, right? It's more like a riding character, but in some of the Chocobo game, Chocobo is just like literally like a, kind of like uh, like the main character, like he's not even much of a riding character, is he? I don't know. I don't know. I never played any of the Chocobo games. Well, because I guess I was more focused on, like, what, Mario games and Pokemon when I was little. I don't know. The first Chocobo game I ever heard of was Chocobo Game of Dice. That's the game I've heard of. But, like, the other games, yeah, I have never heard of. I don't know. It's like I've heard because Chocobo Game of Dice is for the Game Boy Advance. Oops. So I'm a little bit confused. Like, I was very confused when I heard the name Final Fantasy. I was like, huh? Isn't Final Fantasy quite a serious game, though? And they actually added, like, something like this. Though, if you think about it, if you guys want to know what Chocobo Land Game of Dice is, it's more of a game where you collect crystals. It's like a game dice game. Well, a dice game. Almost like, you know, like a board game, like, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. A board game, I mean, it's not like what it doesn't show like what like Mario Party does. It's more like you just collect crystals. So, yeah, it's like Monopoly. Literally Monopoly as a video game. Wait, isn't there already a Monopoly video game? I don't know. Is there? I mean, I did play what is it? A Game Boy Advance dice game, a dice board game, but it was like about like trying to earn money, if you want to know. So I don't know how to explain the game. It's kind of a really odd, bizarre game. But anyway, so the reason why I'm drawing Chocobo is because Chocobo Mystery Dungeon got confirmed for the Switch. Is it also for the PS4? I don't know, but I don't know if I will get it. I don't know, because if you think about it, this game is literally like the mystery dungeon of the Pokemon series. Yeah, because the mystery dungeon of Pokemon series is literally you're a human that mysteriously turned into a Pokemon and you're like in the Pokemon world. I think that's how it goes. Is it? I don't know. I never played any of the mystery dungeon series of the Pokemon games. Yeah, I never. Whoa! I nearly knocked my tripod down. Yeah, is it fun? Is it fun? I don't. It's like I know they made one for the 3DS, but never really thought of if I want to get that game or not. But I don't know. I think the Chocobo lands like mystery dungeon, maybe a different story. I don't know. I don't know if I want to ever think about getting that game because it's like I don't know. Like, what is a RPG style like in that game? Yeah, I don't know if I want to play it. It's just I do have some other, like I said, I do have some games I need to catch up. Like, I mean, well, actually, I kinda, sorta, like, just, yeah, sorta, what the, oh, there it goes, beat Octopath Traveler. Well, sort of. I only got the Apothecary's story done. I think I'm gonna go still play it. I don't know. I was playing Smash Brothers right after, and I was thinking about continuing on by playing as either the dancer or the what is it? The thief and the cleric story because I don't know those character story. Chapter 3 ends with a cliffhanger. I'm not gonna tell you guys how it goes for those who haven't beat Final Fantasy. I mean, no, not Final Fantasy, dang it. Octopath Traveler. Yeah, if you guys want to know. But yeah, it ends with one of those, like, well, what? Oh, there it is. It ends with one of those cliffhanger, like, in which it makes you feel a bit more curious of their story more. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Yeah, I was actually playing Smash Brothers right after playing the Apothecary story, which it's like, finally I beat it. It was actually the most hardest boss fight I have ever, like, played. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what Chocobo is holding right now, he is holding the Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Yeah, because, ever since, like, the whole, like, the Chocobo game is going to be for a Switch. Seriously, is it also for the PS4 by any chance? I mean, it makes sense for it being a Nintendo game, but not sure for the PS4. Maybe? I mean, like, I remember when a friend of mine and I went to Best Buy and we were looking at some of the games and we saw some like, because we were talking about Diablo and I mentioned something about, like, I heard that Pete fans of Diablo was kind of angry because it's like the game doesn't really look like it's suited for the Switch. Ever since they made a amiibo called a Luke Goblin, I kind of want to get the Luke Goblin amiibo if you think about it. But yeah, I heard that, and like, people were angry about it. And my friend said that's actually true. I mean, I don't know if I'm interested in playing Diablo, but although, like I said, the amiibo is kind of cool looking, and he mentioned that some of the games doesn't really look like it's suited for the Switch or for the PS4. Like, we saw, like, that one game, Bomberman R, and he said that that game doesn't look like it's suited for the PS4. Yeah. Even though there are some Bomberman games that is for the, what is it, PlayStation. I was wondering if, like, if some of the Bomberman games was mainly for the PS2. I think there were some for the N64, I think. I don't know. The Chocobo game mainly comes in a Nintendo, though. Though, if you think about it, imagine this. Imagine, like, one of the Fighter Pass. The Chocobo is actually gonna be the next fighter pass. Imagine that for the Smash Brothers. It would be kind of funny though, in which like they add a Chocobo as the next Smash Brothers like fighter. I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, they add Cloud if you think about it. So it's like, why not? Since this character is literally this game's Yoshi, right? The speaking of like Smash Brothers, like from my previous video about me drawing Morgana, like really, like the whole like character who's not even a Nintendo character. So it kind of makes me wonder who's next right after Joker. Like, who's next as a non-Nintendo character being a Smash Brothers? Like what? Dante from Devil May Cry? Huh? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just messing with you guys. But I don't know. It would be kind of interesting if they did add a Chocobo. The people who like make a lot of memes for it, this guy. I mean, I don't know what a Chocobo really does. I mean, like in Final Fantasy Tactics, is that the game? Well, like I said, I never played the Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon games, but in Final Fantasy Tactics, you do get to fight a Chocobo, I know, and like the Chocobo, like literally, whoa, wait, what do they do? I know you can ride on them if you add them in your team, but all I remember is they would pick at you. Right? Yeah, it's been so long since I ever played that game, man. I don't know, it's like, it'd be kind of odd if it suddenly shows like it has like the same attacks as Yoshi. Well, not, well, yeah, like, well, actually, Yoshi doesn't really throw eggs in the Smash Brothers. Because I played as Yoshi a couple times and there was no parts where he shoots eggs. I mean, he can turn into an egg and like roll down, like just knock down the enemies. But if you think about it, Yoshi's very useful when it comes to like hard bosses and World of Light. Reason? Ground pound. That's the only hint I'll give you guys. If you guys are like, what is it, stuck on a certain like stage or whatever you guys are doing. Yeah, I actually beat some characters in like actually by using Yoshi's ground pound. Yeah, that is the most strongest one he actually do. All you do is like jump and do the ground pound and it actually knocks him down. Yeah. Pretty interesting, right? It would be really funny if they did add a Chocobo as a, what is it? A Smash Brothers fighter. Though it really do make me wonder, who's gonna be the next fighter pass right after Joker? I mean, the Joker haven't been out yet. I mean, it's just confirmed. I heard it's gonna be, what is it, 2000, I mean, not 2000, in April. Yeah, that character is gonna be in April, I think. But I don't know, like I said, I'm not planning on wasting my money on that character. Just not a big fan of a non-Nintendo character appearing in a Smash. I mean, the only Nintendo game Joker is gonna be in is, like, what? Persona Q 2. Is that game serious? Out of curiosity. Oh well. Though, speaking of Final Fantasy, another game been confirmed as Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac's Age. Yeah, that's actually been confirmed too. I don't know if I'll play it. I mean, it's been so long since I ever played any Final Fantasy games. I think the only Final Fantasy games I have ever played long time ago was Final Fantasy Tactics and Crisis Core of Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, that's the only Final Fantasy. And I think I played Dirge of Cerberus at a friend's house. Yeah. I remember I played Dirge of Cerberus. But it's like Final Fantasy games are pretty hard. I haven't played the classical ones yet. Like Final Fantasy 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, you know, like when those are the um RPG styles, like kind of like the original RPG ever since, and then like the new Final Fantasy these days are now like starting to become action RPG. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know if I'll get it. I think I'll just ask a friend of mine's like advice if that game is pretty good. I remember finding the character Balthier. Is that his name? Balthier? Like that one character from Final Fantasy 12 in which he appears in Final Fantasy Tactics, and I know I unlocked his character. Well, it shows like cutscenes of it. Trailer of Final Fantasy 12. It's like I want to. It's like it really. It's like that persuasion. Like it's like it really makes me want to get it, but it's like not sure if I'll be interested. If you know what I mean. I don't know. Like I said, I'll ask a friend of mine's advice. Anyway, done with the inking and wait till it gets dried and start coloring it. So, see you guys. Okay, now that the ink is finally dried and I nearly said drive, oh well. And I erased all those lines of the pencil lines. Whoa, there's ink on my finger. Anyway, now it's time for me to start coloring. So, okay, I have kind of a reason why I'm drawing Chocobo with a switch. Well, reason, I remember when I was little, I used to collect this, magazine, a manga magazine called the Korokoro Comic. Yeah, if you guys want to know what, I mean, I bet you guys already know what the Korokoro Comic is. It's supposed, you know, it's like a manga magazine that gives you like like not only it shows manga, but it also shows you like some information of like the upcoming new game, you know? Yeah, I remember in that magazine there was Chocobo and a Game of Dice. Yeah, that's where I heard of the game. And in it, I remember it shows like a picture, like some pictures of like the variety, only 4 characters of like the different color chocobos, holding a Game Boy Advance and playing, because it mentioned something about it's also a multiplayer game. Yeah, so that's when I thought, like, I'm like, if I were to, if that'd be kind of cool if I were to like draw a chocobo of a Switch. So yeah, why not, right? Although back with what I was talking about, like Octopath Traveler. Imagine, okay, because Octopath Traveler is like a Square Enix game. Imagine like it become for, I mean, a chocobo also became was shown in like Octopath Traveler. Imagine that. Even though I don't think they would actually do that. I mean, kind of wish they would do that, since it's literally a game with like some similarities with Final Fantasy, like the original Final Fantasy games, because like the way how the gameplay is like. Right? Raising a chocobo in what is it? What's that game? Final Fantasy Type 0 was actually really difficult. Well, okay, I don't think the raising it, oops. Oh well. I don't think the raising part is difficult, but the way how many you can actually like you can take with you was actually kind of hard, because it's like when you get to like almost like the map part of the game, and if you want to like get off of the chocobo, they will run off. Yeah, I remember something like the chocobos will run off away from you if you like get off, like when you're riding on a chocobo but you decide to get off, and then suddenly they just like run off. Yeah, I'm just like, what where are you going? Seriously? Right? I don't know, it's been so long since I ever played Type Zero. I have never beat that game. I'm not joking with you guys. I have never beat it. Oh, the one I got is for the PSP. Yeah, I don't have a PS4. Wait, is Final Fantasy Type Zero for the PS3 or PS4? Which one is it? Because I know that the PSP edition one was never like came to the US because there are people. I mean, ever since like the PS Vita, people are like, I don't want any PSP games. Let's go for something new, right? So, I completely forgot which one. I think it's for the PS4. Is it? Oh well, I don't know. I don't really care. Anyway, yeah. After going through this, like, true story, when I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics, I mean, no, not Tactics, Type Zero, I was trying to, like, go through, like, this one, like, area, but, like, almost like that one Monster Hunter monster, like, there was, like, this monster that's, like, almost like the Keating from Monster Hunter appeared, and, seriously, it reminds me of the Keating from Monster Hunter, and it was the most difficult boss fight I have ever fought. Even if you like level up your characters, difficult. So it's like that's how I kind of like stopped playing that game. Yeah, I'm not joking with you guys. So it's like ever since then I haven't been touching touching that game at all anymore. It's like, I think I play some other games that I have, but this game, no. Yeah, that's one of the true stories I will share with you guys. Well, seriously, so much for, like, ever since the game was, like, confirmed. It's like, so much for its title, like, along with Final Fantasy 15, like, it was supposed to be part of the 13 series, right? In which it was, for Final Fantasy Type Zero, it was originally called Agito 13. And I think it's that kanji for Type Zero is called Rishiki. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I thought that's the most weirdest thing. Well, I guess it makes sense. It's not like it's part of the, what is it? Final Fantasy 13, right? But then there's Final Fantasy 15, which it was originally called Versus 13. Yeah, and seriously, so much for it, like that trailer, the confirmation trailer where it's supposed to look like it takes place in Japan. Like a Japan-like setting. Like, they never really done that for a Final Fantasy game, but instead, yeah, they changed it into almost mainly like a typical Final Fantasy settings. A friend of mine told me that they abandoned that, like, idea. Yeah, like, I heard something about that. Like, they decide to, like, abandon, that sort of, like, story. It's kind of odd how they would do that. I'm all like, make up your mind, seriously. I'm gonna... oh well. I was gonna do, like, the middle part of the Switch first, but I think I'm gonna save that for later. Though, I gotta say, after, like, what is it, reading the plotline of Final Fantasy 15, oops, oh well. It is such a tragic game. Wait, did I accidentally spoil any of you guys? If I did, I'm so sorry, you guys. Not trying to spoil when you guys are... If for those who haven't played the game yet. Right? Seriously, I'm sorry, you guys. I mean, I don't really know how it goes, but to be honest. But, like I said, I don't have a PS4, so it's like not really... Okay, is the Switch colored? Oh, just guessing. Anyway, yeah, like, I don't have a PS4, so it's like really no, like, way I'll be able to play a like play Final Fantasy 15. I don't know. It's like it's been so long since I ever. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot to mention like the Final Fantasy games I played. Like when I mentioned, what is it? Crisis Core and Tactics. Yeah. Well, the Tactics I played was. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be the hardest. Oh well. The Tactics game I played was the War of the Lions. I didn't. Uh, I think I played some of the Game Boy Advance version, like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. But uh, actually, which one was it that I played? I played at a friend's house. Although it's kind of funny how like they actually added like the the main character from A2 Advance 2 in the War of the Lions. I thought that was kind of funny. Well, I guess it's pretty interesting how do actually like have like crossover characters. Like they added Cloud, but I gotta say Cloud, kind of like the most a hard character to try to like grind levels. Yeah, because he kinda start with level 1 when they're trying to like grind level to like level up Cloud. Yeah, and I heard something like he doesn't have the Buster Sword, but you have to like get it somewhere. Yeah, kind of awkward about that part. I kind of wish they could make another Final Fantasy Tactics for the Switch. I mean, it's cool they made not Final Fantasy, Chocobo Land, a new game for that game, but I don't know. Or like what is it? Like they make a new Crystal Chronicles. Well, a friend of mine is a huge fan of the Crystal Chronicles series, and that's mainly for the Nintendo. Yeah, isn't the Crystal Chronicles series mainly for the Nintendo? I think so. Like, I think there was one for the GameCube where you, like, what is it? Connect your Game Boy Advance with it and play as, like, what is it? These 4 characters. I don't know. It's like I've heard of something about that game. I remember watching a Japanese commercial of it where they're all like, "All right, guys, it's teamwork and all." Like I remember watching a Japanese commercial about that. But I have never really played any of the Crystal Chronicles. Well, first of all, I don't have a GameCube and I don't have a Wii. So yeah. Yeah, the only systems I've been playing these days is like, there it is, there's my cap for the marker. It's the only games I have been played, that I kind of owned was the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, what is it? A DS Lite, and a 3DS, and a Switch. That's it. I mean, it's not like I'm complaining because, I mean, I really love the Switch, and I do like the 3DS. It's been kind of like so long since I ever played any Switch games these days, so I don't, like I said, I really want to play Bowser's Inside Story, but it's like I got other games to catch up. Though I am looking forward to get to Yoshi's Crafted World. Yeah, right? I cannot wait for the game. Reason? Because I like Yoshi. And I like Chocobo too. Well, like, okay, that sounded kind of awkward. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But I do like the fact how, like, in, like, Final Fantasy, like, there isn't really much, really, like, horses, but they would have, like, birds to ride on. Literally I mean, isn't literally a chocobo an ostrich? Like, isn't it? I don't know. It's like, I like the fact how it's like they're riding on birds that can't fly. I mean, if you think about it, an ostrich can't fly, so yeah. Yeah, they would have like birds to be the riding creatures. Anyway, finally done drawing Whoa. Sorry about that. Finally done drawing Chocobo, where it's Chocobo holding a Nintendo Switch. Literally like my first Final Fantasy, well, character creature to draw. But finally done drawing and inking this guy. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Draw for Fun video. See ya!